Easy, Cranky. You try lifting engines in the middle of a storm, then try using the word easy. I still don't know why the engines need to be shipped to Brandon. I thought they were usually brought by the mainland. Ordinarily, yes, but I was in recent contact with the Earth and pointed me in the direction of foreign contacts for purchasing an engine. And we could use some help at the quarry, as well as a works utility engine. So I took him up on his offer, and here we are. Admittedly, I'm hesitant to use any of the Earl's contacts about engines, as many of these bases are international, and I'm worried about their ability to fit in, so to speak. Our works always finds a way to make it work. They always do. I know that for a fact. They're already trying with 2 of the Earl's engines now. Take me off first, please, please. I have an idea. Let's all annoy Cranky and boss him around. I'm sure the work will get done much faster. Is he always like that? No doubt. He's a handful, but he does get the job done. Usually with a bit of fuss, but though I believe I know that. Tengo un problema. Up you go, little guy. What the? There goes the weekend. I'm so sorry. Never mind. We'll deal with this for now. Bear, take him to the quarry, please. Yes, sir. Is it always this eventful? Not always. I always figured Cranky would be the one to take the dip here, and not his load. You want to be next? The amount of bad bits on the line just around here is really high. Storm's done a number on the island. It's lucky it's past us now. Not for me. I'll have to inspect the line. Be quick about it. I have enough work to do anyways, and I cannot wait for you. In that case, young'un, smarten up and go help the diesel here. I need my rest. If someone has gotten his fair share of rest, you're fine. Now smarten up and help, or shut up. Thank you, Duke. Actually, I can manage. We maintenance engines have a knack for these things. An eye for problems. Once Mr. Hugh comes, I'll be on my way. Well, the rest of us can tidy up the yards here. Where's that falcon gotten off to? 1, I'm right behind you. 2, it is Sir Handel. For the umpteenth time, the day I call you sir will be a cold day and... Hello, everyone. Seems to me the storm wasn't the only thing causing problems here. Come on, Rusty. Let's get up to the quarry and clear it. The quarry? What for, Mr. Hugh? The tunnel collapsed, and we're to inspect it. Duke at Sir Handel will be coming to clear it with another engine. Right. Coming along, then. I think we should check the rock face here. We'll do that once we finish the tunnel. I'm sure certain someone would like our attention. Give it a rest, Rusty. It's just a rock. A perfectly spherical rock that may or may not have a face? Jeez Louise, the big engines have a supposed run-in with magic, and suddenly Mother Nature has come alive to you lot. Still worth a stop. After the tunnel. Rusty! Hello, Paxton. Apologies for the late arrival. There was a few bad bits to sort out, and Rusty wanted to gawk at rocks here in the quarry. Never mind that. You two do good work on the line, so it's worth the wait. The damage doesn't look too bad. I'm surprised there's any at all. We prepped the tunnels before the storm. So was I. But it's not the worst the storm's done. Somehow our dynamite storage shed has a leak and all the chargers got wrecked and ruined. Now how'd that happen? Search me. I bet I know. Shush! The rock face is weak enough that we can chip at it, especially with the new machinery coming in tomorrow. Oh, and we have a new quarry engine waiting for you two. He seems a little shy. He can help you two clear the tunnels while Sir Handel and Duke run trains down the line. Alright then. Let's get over there then, Mr. Hugh. I'll go speak to the workmen. You two get acquainted. Hello there. My name's Rusty. What's yours? Luke. Your name is Luke. Nice to meet you. Yes. Is something wrong? I had an accident. That's nothing to worry about. We all have accidents. Not like mine. Try me. I'm a maintenance diesel. I've seen it all. Where is this accident? It's not here. Then where is it? I'd be happy to help clean it up. You can't swim. What? Never mind. Let's just say I'm unlucky. Oh, that's rubbish. You can tell me. Since I've come to Sodor, bad things have happened. Like what? When I got off the ship here, I knocked a yellow engine into the sea. And then on my way over to the works, a tree fell over and blocked our way, so we were stuck in the storm. And then, when I was unloaded at the works, the crane jammed while I was in mid-air. And earlier today, when I came in, this happened. I'm sorry that all happened, but I'm sure most of these have logical explanations. The storm was pretty bad, so it makes sense there were problems. As for this, between you and me, I believe this is a warning. Of what? Did you see that big boulder near the quarry entrance? Yeah, the weirdly spherical one, right? Yes. I think it's watching us. Really? Maybe he's causing your bad luck. I doubt it. I don't. Who are you? Just your local old fogman. Call me Bailey. Hello there, Rusty. Nice to see you again, old Bailey. Not that old, Rusty. What happened to your... Huh? Lost it in the war. Bloody Jerry's? I'm sorry about that. Don't be. Makes for good conversation. Speaking of which, I've heard your little convo about our Boulder friend. You're on to something there, Rusty. Do you know something, Bailey? I do. He's man-made. Or man-cursed, I'd say. What do you mean? He was created by early Sudricks in the early years of this island, long before any of us were born or thought of. Back in those days, Sodor was a place for all sorts of ruffians. Vikings, pirates, you name it, they were here. These invasions destroyed villages and pillaged homes, and the native Sudricks couldn't defend themselves. Several groups in the region that soon would become the Skarloey Railway came together and devised new ideas for defense. They created this boulder of sorts, with the plan to unleash it on invaders, hoping it would kill invading groups or at least chase them away. No one knows exactly how it happened, or what happened next, but the boulder did more than they hoped. One year, invading Normans saw the boulder in the heat of battle and swore it had a face. Witnesses says its eyes were glowing with the fury of damnation and terror, and several things began to happen to those Normans. Avalanches, trees falling, sinkholes. Those that didn't perish warned others not to come.
And that very boulder had a front row seat to disaster.
Wow. Does that thing actually have a face?
Some say so, but few have ever seen it.
I think I have.
You and I are the lucky few then.
Bailey! How many times have I told you to stay away from work sites?
Isn't he a fogman, though?
Not for the last 5 years.
You're retired? I prefer the term freelance living.
I don't care what you call it, but you're not allowed near railway sites anymore if you're a civilian. As a friend, I strongly ask you to clear off.
All right then, Ivo. I suppose I won't be seeing you for bridge tonight then.
Daft idiot. You needn't be so harsh. Old Bailey was just talking.
He's not a railway man anymore. He can't legally be here. I don't want him filling your heads with nonsense.
So wait, he didn't lose his hand in the war?
The war?
That daft idiot lost it messing around near a blasting site years ago.
He chose a hook of all things.
But I suppose it's fitting. I don't think everything Bailey says is nonsense. He was telling us about Boulder and...
Rusty! I want you to get that blasted boulder out of your mind. It's safe.
I need you to focus on your work.
As for your cars, show Luke where to shunt them.
Right then. Follow on, Luke.
Look alive, Rusty! Nothing to worry about, just rock loosened from the storm. I think we'll be fine.
Maybe not.
Move along, young'un. In my days, young Indians didn't spend their time gawking.
Good work today, everyone. Tomorrow will be a busy day at the quarry. Luke, I heard you and Rusty worked well together, so I want you two there tomorrow. Scullowy, Rheneas, I want you there in the afternoon after your morning trains. There'll be blasting as well as some drilling with a new machine tomorrow. I need the 4 of you at the top of your game. Peter, Sam, Duncan, goods work. Sir Handel and Duke, passengers.
Yes, sir.
I'm starting to get worried. Are you still whinging about that stupid boulder? Yes, because old Bailey told us...
Old Bailey? That old nutter?
He's not a nutter. He told us about Boulder and how it was created.
It's a rock.
Yeah, well he said it was created by early subjects to ward off invaders.
That was a problem back in the early days of Sodor. Oh, what? Did you and Rheneas fight off Vikings?
Or pirates? Or vandals? What about you, Grandpa? I know you were knocking about.
Smarten up, young scallywags. It was long before there were even railways on the island. But old Bailey is right. That Sodor was often invaded.
He's a nutcase.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Don't tell me you believe him.
He probably cut the thing out himself with a hook.
Regardless of where it came from, we can't deny the quarry has had its problems since we started building it. Even in the old days, the slate quarry didn't have this many problems. We should be careful, or we'll all end up like Sir Handel did all those years ago off the cliff.
Oh, nice.
Hello, everyone. I brought the new machine for drilling.
That's a machine. Ugh. If I do say so myself.
Righty night, I guess. What's his name? He's called Thumper. Driver says he helps collect the rock faster. Is faster necessary, sir?
Yes, it's a large quarry. We have our orders to fill locally, and the standard gauge line has theirs.
Something tells me we should be careful. Don't tell me it's that daft boulder again. Not necessarily, but you can't ignore all of the problems we've been having. Random avalanches, the tunnel cave-ins, dynamite going off without being set off. Not to mention Sir handling a tumble a while back. I admit those incidents are not favorable, but every new location has its issues. It still sounds weird, though. I promise you, it's safe. In fact, Rusty, you can work with Thumper first to start the drilling of the new tunnel. Luke, can you help prepare Paxton's train? I think so. Good. I'll be speaking with the foreman. Scarlo and Reyes will join us later on. So let's make a start. You'll like Thumper, Rusty. I got to talk to him on the way. He's a hard worker like you. Pleasure to meet you, Rusty, is it? Yes, it is. Heh, who am I to judge? After all, they call me Thumper. I'll show you to your work site. So, Thumper, here's where you'll drill. Perfect! Can't wait to get to work. Do you have experience, Drilly? Experience? You're looking at one of the most experienced drillers in the British Isles. I once nearly drilled for 36 hours straight. The only thing that stops me is willpower. And fuel. Wow, that's interesting. Rock is an art form, and I, a humble artist, must treat his canvas with respect. Let's rock and roll! What's in there? That's where the dynamite is kept for blasting. Ooh, blasting can be a little crazy around here sometimes. Strange things can happen. While on the subject, what are your thoughts on Boulder? It is rather strange, but we have to be careful around here. We do our best. Good work, Luke. We're here to collect the dynamite for blasting. We plan to start soon on the upper ridge. Could I watch? I think Paxton needs you here. We'll need more stone. I think there's some trucks being loaded up in the West Canyon. Right, off to work, everyone. Thanks for the dynamite, you two. No problem, Miss Judy. Now back up. Don't want you to get blown up now. Don't have to tell me twice. You're always nervous about blasting after all these years. You had to cab. Excuses, excuses. Alright, we're ready. 3, 2, 1. Next charge is... Ready? 3, 2, 1. Thumper, you may want to slow down. The rock face is shaky. Can't hear you, little guy! Drilling's really loud! Of course you can't. There's an avalanche near the entrance! Stop all drilling. I can't hear you! Sir, the drilling's really loud! Stop drilling! Shutting down. Didn't have to shout, sir. Rusty, go investigate. I'll send Mr. Hugh in that direction as soon as possible. Sure. The entrance to that blithering boulder. Oh my god. Dear Lord, we'll have to shift it. think it's shifting himself. Boulder's moving.
Don't be so daft. It can't.
Try telling him that. Jump in! What was that?
I'll have a look.
Are we clear?
Yes.
Help!
What the?
How'd he get up here?
Never mind that now. We must warn the quarry.
Run! It's running loose! Smashed in a squash. Shut up! Paxton! Look out! Oh no! Heading straight for me! How could this have happened? Workman says the rains loosened the rock face where he sat, and it crumbled during the drilling and blasting today.
Were there any casualties? A few workmen suffered minor injuries from falling debris, but all will be fine.
This place has given us nothing but grief since we opened. It has put my engines and yours in danger. Maybe we should leave this part of the island alone.
I wouldn't go that far considering the progress we've made, but we definitely need to tighten up our safety procedures around here. Having 2 engines on site will help with that.
It won't. I've caused so many problems since coming here. I probably caused Boulder to fall. You haven't done anything wrong, Luke. You've been a great help here, and Rusty tells me you learn fast. What happened at the docks was not your fault.
What caused Boulder to come flying loose? I mean, somehow he ascended the terraces.
Perhaps that's a question we're not meant to answer. It's rather sad that he went out that way.
I'm not sad, he nearly took me out. Oh, calm down. You know how rough the quarry can be, just like back in our youth.
I remember. It's why manager gave you the card first.
Don't be cheeky.
I'm so sorry, Rusty. I should have paid closer attention to you. You're the maintenance diesel for a reason. It's fine, Mr. Hugh. But in all honesty, who knows what Boulder was? Was he a rock, or was he a defender of this land who gave us warnings for years, but the raft he could inflict in a single instance? Who knows?
There you go, mi amigo. Te ven limpiar ahorita.
Gracias, señor.
Got another one for you. This one nearly had a nasty run-in with a boulder. That boulder may not have had a run-in with me, but I certainly ran into something. Goodness, we'll soon have you fixed up. We? Meet Victor, our new works engine for the SKR. He'll be assisting with repairs, fetching supplies, and occasionally piloting the yards of Province Gate for you guys. Hola! What happened to you? Unas caderas se quebró en un barco. Yo estaba temblando y me caí de barco. Tuve que esperar hasta la marea me sacó. I'm sorry? Perdóname, pero yo no hablo tu idioma. Victor here is from another country. He speaks another language, Spanish. He said some chain snapped on a boat when he fell in the water. Oh, I see. Wait a minute. I think I know someone you ought to meet. Hold that thought. Now, Rheneas, you need new paint. Do you want your usual color? Of course. It is the color of the line. Besides, I couldn't imagine being a different one. Victor, te van a limpiar ahorita, pero vas necesitar otro color. ¿Cuál color quieres? Rojo, senor. Excellent choice. What did he say? I asked him what color would you like to be, and he chose your color, red. Well, I'm honored. I don't know how to thank him, or tell him my name. Allow me. Te introducio a Rheneas. Él dice gracias por escoger su color. Rheneas. Rheneas.